Right now, live at 5, a message of optimism. That's what we're hearing from Minnesota's governor as the state receives the first shipments of the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine. But as vaccine distribution ramps up, the Biden administration is urging caution as some states roll back COVID restrictions, including putting an end to mask mandates. Plus,
unexpected tax on the loan, how Minnesota small businesses could suffer.
And later,
and I tag along with a UMD professor who's taking her course outdoors.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city of Duluth on this beautiful Wednesday. Believe it or not, the pandemic has been around for almost a year now, and things are starting to look up as vaccine distribution increases. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says Minnesotans have every reason to be optimistic as the state celebrates receiving its first doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Governor Tim Walz met one of the first shipments to arrive at a vaccine clinic today. The state is expecting 45,000 doses of the J&J vaccine this week. Walz says along with J&J, Pfizer and Moderna are also both planning to accelerate their production. By the end of the month, he's hoping the state will be receiving 200,000 doses per week. Walz is asking all Minnesotans to keep doing their part to slow the spread until everyone is protected.
COVID has taken a toll on all of us, but the days are here that this thing's done. And I'm just going to encourage Minnesotans. We did the goal line stand. We took the ball. Now we just bury this thing. We get this thing done.
Walz says more doses means the state can accelerate its vaccination timeline and open appointments to more people. He says they're also starting to think about next steps for reopening, but they don't want to go too fast and allow variants to spread. Well, here in the Northland, St. Luke's Hospital received its first 100 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine today. They're scheduled to be administered on Saturday. So far, St. Luke's has vaccinated around 13,000 people. And Essentia has already received 2,200 doses of the new vaccine. Hospital leaders plan to distribute those across their Minnesota locations. With those additional doses, Essentia leaders announced today they're changing the appointment setup process. Minnesotans 65 and older can now call Essentia to set up their shot, even if you aren't a patient there. Just call 833-494-0836. That phone number is on your screen. It's also on our website, cbs3duluth.com. Wisconsin has officially launched its online vaccine registry, but so far only one county is participating. The registry is supposed to connect people with appointments near them. It was set to launch on Monday, but was delayed to fix some issues. Janesville is the only public health department on the registry at this point. Meanwhile, in Michigan, more residents will be eligible for the COVID vaccine later this month. Starting in mid-March, people ages 50 to 64 can start making appointments. If you are in that age group and have medical conditions, you qualify for the vaccine starting next week. There is optimism about the pandemic as COVID vaccine production is ramping up. However, the White House is warning that some states may be moving too quickly to roll back coronavirus restrictions. Today, President Biden slammed the decisions by the governors of Mississippi and Texas to end mask mandates in their states. He said it's too soon to lift restrictions before a majority of Americans are vaccinated, which he says should happen by the end of May. Additionally, today, the White House announced a new initiative with health insurers to help vaccinate older patients in vulnerable communities.
The aim is to help vulnerable seniors overcome three of the most challenging current barriers: questions about the vaccine, scheduling, and transportation.
All of this comes as the Senate is preparing to take up President Biden's $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. To get through the Senate, all 50 Senate Democrats and Vice President Harris would have to vote in favor. Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said today he hopes all Republicans continue to oppose. Meanwhile, U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin is urging her fellow lawmakers to pass that COVID-19 relief package. The House passed the nearly $2 trillion bill last week. It includes emergency funding, federal funding, to help communities bounce back from the pandemic. Baldwin, a Democrat, says Wisconsin stands to see $5.5 billion from the bill.
We know that so many people have been displaced in the economy because of the coronavirus pandemic. And if we don't act and we don't act quickly, they will lose benefits.
A vote is expected in the Senate this week. The U.S. Paycheck Protection Program, also called PPP, gave direct financial aid to a number of hospitality businesses hurt by the pandemic. But what was meant to be a lifeline to small companies could now mean financial ruin. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo explains the hefty price tag small businesses will have to pay if Minnesota state lawmakers don't take action.
For restaurants like the Boat Club in Duluth, taxing PPP loans as income would mean financial devastation, a blow to an industry already harmed by the pandemic. Owner Jason Vincent also operates 2 other Northland restaurants. In all, he received more than $500,000 in PPP loans. Businesses can use that money for payroll, employee benefits, rent, utilities, and more. While loans like that would usually be taxed as income, Congress chose to make PPP loans exempt from federal income taxes. Though many states adopted Congress's exemption, at this point, Minnesota still plans on taxing the loans. This means thousands of small businesses like the Boat Club could have to pay thousands in state taxes on money that was intended to dig them out of the pandemic's hole. Vincent is hoping lawmakers will take action to change that.
We can't afford to be taxed almost 10% on help that was given to us to keep our doors open. It just doesn't make sense.
If the state decides to tax the loans, Vincent's businesses stand to owe $60,000. Vincent says his business won't be the only one that suffers. Countless of small businesses in Minnesota face the same problem.
Thanks, Kendall. And Vincent says he's been working with Hospitality Minnesota, an advocacy group based in the cities, to make his voice heard. We'll hear from that group coming up tonight at 6. Just a reminder, we have set up a local vaccine information center on our website to ensure you can stay up to date on the latest information as it becomes available. You can find that on CBS3Duluth.com. Well, here's some video of Chattagooch State Park from earlier today. Just an absolute beautiful day out there once again. And Dave is here to join us now to let us know if that nice weather is sticking around. I hear it is.
For the most part, it is, Kristen. And even though we have a wall of high pressure building to our west, that's what's been keeping us mostly dry the last few days. The tail end of last night's little low pressure system is still dragging through Minnesota, and it's still kicking up a couple of clouds and a couple of very light snow flurries to the north and rain showers to the south. But just like last night and into this morning, the high pressure, for the most part, again, nothing's ever for the full part in weather, is going to put down those clouds. So if you get a couple flurries tonight, that's about it for a while because of the persistent highs that are going to linger. And conditions will still look gorgeous like they do up the North Shore and here at Jay Cook State Park at the head of the lakes. Taking a look at our short-term forecast, that frontal passage will make things mostly cloudy for a few hours tonight. But again, the dominant highs start to take over on Thursday, bringing back a clear to partly cloudy sky. 32, the top temp tomorrow, was cooler than things were for a lot of towns today, but that's still warmer than normal. And I'll talk about how long the warm spell will last coming up in a few more minutes.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, assistance with saving on energy bills and a free opportunity at the Glensheen Mansion. More as we go around the Northland after the break.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get no interest financing on any Tempur-Pedic for 6 years. Plus, Home will give you a bonus $300 shopping card, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. No interest financing on Tempur-Pedic for 6 years at Home Sleep Express.
Your aviation career is ready for takeoff. Join us for Lake Superior College's Aviation Open House on Friday, March 19, 3 to 6 p.m. Tour LSC's Center for Advanced Aviation and learn about exciting programs like Professional Pilot and Aviation Maintenance Technician. RSVP today.
Hi, my name is Kevin Buck from ServPro. If you have frozen pipes and water damage all over your home, time is of the essence. It's very important that you call a professional immediately and have this evaluated. You want to make sure that the structure can be dried out to eliminate any possibility of mold. ServPro, like it never even happened.
The selection at Stone Countertop Outlet is the largest in the region. Thousands of slabs, hundreds of colors, and the most popular quartz brands too. See the entire collection at stonecountertopoutlet.com or call our showroom.
Has your home or business suffered hail or wind damage? Whether it's time for a total re-roofing or replacement of your fallen shingles, call William K. Construction. Residential or commercial, we'll give you a free inspection and estimate. William K. Construction has been licensed in the Northland for 20 years and has over 30 years of experience in all types of quality roofing services, including installations, modifications, patching, and all types of damage repair. William K. Construction, serving Duluth and the surrounding area. Call us today or visit us online.
Wash your hands.
Wear a mask.
Mantén distancia. Stay home when you're sick.
Slow the spread.
We can do this together.
At Home Furniture, we offer the best quality, value, and selection in fine furnishings. Enjoy classic styles in our fine furniture gallery, the contemporary urban look of Uptown, handmade quality from Amish craftsmen, or the up-north comfort of lodge furniture. For your lifestyle, there's no place like home.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain as that warmer weather stays with us this week. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first let's take a look around the region. Two Wisconsin organizations are coming together to host an ice fishing contest this Saturday, and Glensheen is offering something free. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Start in the Lincoln Park neighborhood tonight, where the local nonprofit Equilibrium 3 is accepting applications for services to help lower energy bills. Their Eco 3 energy team provides free energy audits, direct installation of energy-saving products, and personalized energy efficiency plans on a year-round basis to all households in Duluth. For lower-income households that apply by March 31st, Eco 3 can also provide free weatherization, limited furnace or boiler replacements, and help with applying for more aid. Next, we head on over to Glensheen Mansion, where their free Wednesday nights event is underway. Every Wednesday in March, the grounds will be open and free to the public from 5 to 8 p.m. Campfires will spread out on the grounds, and free snowshoes will be available. Food and drinks are available for purchase, including a crafty cocktails hot chocolate bar and walking tacos. COVID guidelines are in place, and they ask that you stay with those you arrive with. And we'll wrap up in Gull Lake, Wisconsin, near Hayward tonight, where Wisconsin Hero Outdoors and Horse Spirit are hosting an ice fishing contest this Saturday from 9 to 2. The contest will be a meet and greet for people to learn more about the two organizations and get to know each other. Both organizations aim to help veterans, first responders, and their families. Prizes will be awarded for the largest fish, and special drawings will happen for veterans and first responders. This event is free. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come, students at UMD took their physics lesson to the sledding hill today. More on that in just a few minutes.
The warm spell continued today with a high temp of 42 at the airport in Duluth, warmer than the normal of 29. And even though we may shave up to 10 points off of that total tomorrow, it'll still be warmer than normal and perks up again for the latter half of the week. And we'll talk about the ups and downs of the temperature trends and any precip chances coming our way coming up after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
Elevate your curb appeal and protect your home with Atlas Roofing from Menards. The roof is easily one of the most overlooked features of any home, even though it is one of the most important. Built with beauty and durability in mind, Castleberg shingles will add great value to your home while protecting it for years to come. All Castleberg shingles now $19.99 after 11% rebate. Save 11% on everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I hail from Canada, but I'm not a hockey player. I came here for soccer, but my journey at UWS has turned into much more than just an athletic endeavor. I have a lot to thank the professors for allowing me the opportunity to have confidence in myself, whether it's on the field or in the classroom or on the campus, and I think that I really flourished. For me, my experience at UWS has truly allowed me to connect with who I am. You know, for such a small campus, I think it offers such a big experience. The name Superior truly fits this institution.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
I have lost 25 pounds and I'm still going strong. Super easy. You follow the program and you lose weight. It's just that simple.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Northwest Outlet is your ARE truck topper headquarters.
Tonight, Line 3 opponents commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Grand Rapids oil spill.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine has arrived in Duluth, when people here in the Northland can get their shot.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Lake Superior College. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Another day, another warm spell sticking around. Temperature-wise, we went towards 42 at the airport in Duluth this afternoon, and nearby Proctor hit 41. A little bit cooler to the north today than yesterday, with a lot of towns topping out in the upper 30s, though Big Fork's in a different story there. They hit 41 degrees. 30 up the Gunflint was one of the cool spots. Even that's a degree warmer than normal. 43 was the high temp for Moose Lake and Superior, 44 for Hayward, 35 in Ironwood, 37 for our friends in Watersmeet. High temps tomorrow for Duluth, for example, might only top out around 32, but to the south and inland, things will be just a little bit warmer than that. So all in all, despite the ups and the downs, the general trend is for warmer than normal, perhaps for the next 7 days. Here's what's going on right now at the airport. It's 40 above there with 40% for the relative humidity and a northwest wind 6 miles per hour. Wind slacking off and continuing to do so here tonight. For example, in Wisconsin and the UP, may become dead calm, at least during the overnight hours. Air pressure, that's increasing, 30.14 inches of mercury. And since we've already had one high in place for the past couple of days, I'll show you a map here soon that shows 3 more lined up to take its place. And that means persistent dry conditions for several more days. Current temps, 32 to 34 in the Upper Peninsula, and we're looking at 31 to 44 in Wisconsin. So cooler by the lake, 31 in La Pointe, for example, 44 down towards Hayward. Getting into Minnesota, it's not quite as drastic, but it does take a bit of a range as well. 28 degrees for some parts of Silver Bay to as warm as 41 towards Moose Lake, and many of the rest of the towns in the Arrowhead in between those two extremes. But in general, like I mentioned, the warm spell is continuing for a while. Now, last night we had that small rogue low pressure system go up and over our first high, and that brought a couple of snow showers to folks along the Canadian border and into the UP. Well, now the tail end of that front still dragging through our area behind that low is kicking up some clouds and some light flurries and even some rain showers around the Brainerd Lakes region. Slight chance we'll get some of that tonight along with the cloudier sky. But since we have this huge wall of high pressure just off towards our west, cloud development should be put down by tomorrow afternoon and stay down through the weekend. Maybe, just maybe by Tuesday, though, finally we send away the high pressure and a low comes in from Alberta to bring us a chance for a mix. A rain-snow mix, because even though the highs will go and a low will come, the warmer temperatures will stick around, still into the 40s. And the warmest of the warm, I think, will be perhaps on Sunday, where a few towns away from the lake could crack 50 degrees. Tonight, what are we looking at for low temps? We're going to go down a little bit into the interior parts of Minnesota, drop into the lower teens, but just like the last couple of nights by the lake, 25 degrees, 24 for our friends down towards Moose Lake. Mostly cloudy sky from that frontal passage. Wisconsin, Michigan low temps will run from 15 to 22, and then for tomorrow, well, high temps go from 32 in Superior to 39 for our Hayward area viewers, and everybody else should be in between. Partly cloudy sky builds back in by the afternoon. And Minnesota high temps run about 32 over the hill in Duluth to a little bit warmer by the lake to a top temp of 38 that'll run a line from Hibbing down towards Carleton, and maybe excepting Aiken. They'll be 1 degree cooler, but that's not so bad. Here's the extended forecast, and with persistent high pressure just lined up to keep coming into the region, we stay fairly sunny through Monday. Sunday, 47 here in Duluth, warmer inland perhaps. Then staying warm for Tuesday and Wednesday, Kristen. That's the day that low could bring us a chance for a mix of rain and snow, 40 to 50% chance. Too early to tell now, though, if anything will stick or not.
Yeah, you know, I'm supposed to play snow volleyball on Saturday. I'm feeling like it might be dirt volleyball at that point.
Well, you know, you're from up north just like me. It should be old mining road volleyball. You're all red by the time you're done.
Exactly. Covered in iron ore. Thanks, Dave. Online and virtual learning has been the new norm for the last year, but for many students, hands-on learning is most beneficial. CBS3's Alex Libby tagged along with UMD's physics class that found a way to make hands-on learning safe.
We're going to take what we've learned in class.
Wednesday's lesson for Dr. Margaret Elmer Dixon's physics class was on the fundamentals of energy.
You'll measure the pulling force. The difference between the two is the coefficient of friction.
Dr. Elmer Dixon says her students have been using Zoom for the last 14 lectures, and she wanted to get the students outside to see physics in motion.
Today we're utilizing the hill to study potential energy conversion to kinetic energy and talking about the work that drives the motion or prevents the motion from happening as they go down the hill.
She has done experiments like this in the past, and she noticed her students were more successful when it came to hands-on learning.
And in fact, what I found last semester when I started taking the students on field trips is that they did better. They did better on their exams, they were more engaged in class, they came to office hours more frequently because they had broken down that barrier.
That is the case for UMD environmental science major Anders Piltingschrud.
Interacting with people is a big part of how I learn, so doing Zoom has been especially hard.
He says physics was a class he was nervous to take, but with experiments like this, he says it'll be hard to forget.
Generally, I typically learn with my hands and learn with hands-on activities, so I'll definitely remember this.
Not only does the hands-on learning allow the students to remember the material, Dr. Elmer Dixon says it's good for their mental health too.
The reality is that we learn best as a community, so to try to get them to establish a community, a network, communication between each other is really essential for them.
And once the calculations were complete, it was time to race.
Dr. Elmer Dixon suggests that parents do similar activities with their children so you can make fun experiences educational as well. Still to come, more on the overnight airstrike at a military base used by American forces in Iraq.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get no interest financing on any Tempur-Pedic for 6 years. Plus, Home will give you a bonus $300 shopping cart, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. No interest financing on Tempur-Pedic for 6 years at Home Sleep Express.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's annuity do's and don'ts for baby boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
Hello, Jim Peralt from Jim Peralt Construction here with our roof ice removal crew using our Arctic steamer. Forget using ice picks, hatchets, hammers, or salt that can damage your roof and home. We can safely remove ice from roofs and gutters using steam. By removing the ice, we will be protecting your home from water infiltration due to ice backup and the excessive weight of snow and ice on your eaves. Call us at Jim Peralt Construction, 723-8477, to have our crew come out and take the snow and ice off of your roof.
At the Lake Superior Zoo School, we are growing wild together. Our nature-based program is fully licensed and offers full-time childcare with year-round options. At Zoo School, your child will spend as much time outdoors as possible, learning about the natural world with our values of wonder, integrity, love, and diversity woven into the fabric of each day. Zoo School is for children ages 33 months to 5 years old. Registration is now open. Sign up today at lszooduluth.org.
Amazing power, amazing speed, one ultra cool price. Take your internet to the extreme, starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. Experience blazing hot speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Turn up the intensity with powerful in-home Wi-Fi and stay chill with 99.99% network reliability. Get extreme internet, starting at $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2.
At Home Furniture, we offer the best quality, value, and selection in fine furnishings. Enjoy classic styles at our Fine Furniture Gallery, the contemporary urban look of Uptown, handmade quality from Amish craftsmen, or the up-north comfort of lodge furniture. For your lifestyle, there's no place like home.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
The White House says it's assessing the situation after rockets hit a military base in Iraq overnight. The base houses around 2,000 U.S.-led coalition troops. Today's rocket attack follows Friday's U.S. airstrike on militias in Syria that are backed by Iran. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
Video on social media shows the wreckage of what Iraqi forces believe was the launch pad to carry out Wednesday's rocket attack on a military base used by American forces in Iraq.
Approximately 10 rockets were fired from points of origin east of the base.
The attack on Al-Assad Air Base is the first since the U.S. struck Iran-backed militia targets in Syria last week. The White House says it's evaluating the situation.
We're identifying who's responsible, and we'll make judgments from that point.
Wednesday's attack targeted the same base that Iran struck in January of last year, injuring dozens of U.S. servicemen in what was the largest ever ballistic missile attack against Americans. That attack was in retaliation for the U.S.-directed drone strike that killed Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. The Pentagon says the base's missile defensive systems engaged during the attack, and there are no reports of any injuries to U.S. service members. However, one American civilian contractor died of a heart attack. Wednesday's rocket strike comes 2 days ahead of Pope Francis's trip to Iraq, where he's expected to not only meet with Christians who were persecuted during the Islamic State insurgency, but also try to boost ties with the Shiite Muslim world.
Iraq's security forces are leading the investigation into Wednesday's rocket strike. So far, no one has claimed responsibility for the attack.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News. Tonight, the U.S. Capitol under threat. The FBI warning of a possible militia plot to breach the Capitol tomorrow. The new details, including who the attackers plan to target. Plus our series, Women in the Pandemic. As women shoulder the COVID burden, how Latina women have been especially hard hit. And bridging the digital divide. A mom's crusade to get every student in her district a laptop. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Ask your doctor about screening options.
I lost a ton of weight, 93 pounds. I feel good, I look good. 75 days on the program, I've lost 53 pounds, 41.5 inches. You're not hungry.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Duluth Stove and Fireplace offers a full line of Regency stoves, fireplaces, and inserts. Visit us online at duluthstove.com or come see us at Duluth Stove and Fireplace at 27th Avenue, West and Michigan Street, and see your next fireplace.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
We know it's hard to stay away from family and friends, but we're all in this together. Carleton County and the Senior Linkage Line are here with free or low-cost services to help you stay safe, sound, and supported. If you or someone you care for could use some help, please contact Minnesota's Senior Linkage Line today. Together, we can help older Minnesotans and their families and caregivers connect to local services to get the help they need.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Being overweight may lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, a weakened immune system, and can make COVID-19 even more risky. At Healthy Systems USA, get your free weight loss consultation from the comfort of your own home. Call or go to healthysystemsusa.com.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday. Let's take a look back at today's top story. We heard optimism from Governor Walz today as the Johnson & Johnson vaccine arrived in Minnesota. And coming up at 6, 30 years ago today, 1.7 million gallons of oil spilled from a ruptured pipeline in Grand Rapids. We'll have more on that coming up at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you right back here at 6.